Yeah, draft day, Johnny Manziel.
Yes, welcome to the box office. I am all joined by Soph.
Soph's the problem. What's going on?
We got Bionic Mark,
Yes,
host of
the cosign,
The
baby.
Cosign Shrink Rap Media.
That's right.
What's going on, man? How's everybody week, man? Kind of out of the loop a little bit. I've been kind of busy last couple weeks. So.
Oh yeah, busy doing what?
Wait, are we just gonna just not mention that Ice is not here and neither is Cuddy?
Oh my God.
Yeah, well,
those two.
Cuddy's sick, right?
Cuddy's sick, so we hope you feel better, Cuddy.
Yeah, feel better, Cuddy. And
Ice is ducking us.
Ice is Call of Duty'd out.
Yeah,
he's probably in a Call of
he
Duty
hasn't tweeted
tournament.
in 4 hours. Like, what's really good?
Yeah, he's probably,
It's over.
sleep, trying to get back in Call of Duty mode. And
We're
I don't
still
know what
blowing
the
you
hell
up
that's doing,
on the
but
phone.
We're gonna try to
so-
get him on the call. But what's been going on this week, man? I'm kind of.
a lot of fuckery this
I know
week.
Coachella is
Yeah,
this
yeah.
weekend and next weekend.
Yeah, you were telling me there was some sort of like sandstorm over there.
Yeah, it was a sandstorm during. I don't know when it started, but it was definitely going on during Pharrell's set.
Did he have his hat on? Because I feel like he could just duck under that.
but it was
Right?
Just
It-
pull it down a little further.
Exactly.
But it was like bad because like the sound was messed up and you can tell he was kind of like bothered and upset by it. But I mean,
He was
to me
not
Coachella
happy.
that's what Coachella is though. It's not
Just a
supposed to be
dust bowl?
it's not supposed to be a perfect event.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're all in the park.
I've
we
never
get to see
been,
these
but to
celebrities.
me, I kind of feel like it's Urban Outfitters, but with live acts, and I'm
Right.
just like straight on that.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on who you go with.
Yeah, I
Like,
would
if
have
you go
liked
with
to
a
see
crew of
Nas and
people
Jay
that-
though. That would have been fucking
Yeah,
dope.
that was the Nas set was great.
He's always great, man.
He just, I mean, on his set, he was doing records, and it was just reminding me of what, where New York used to be as far as rap, as how prominent New York was at one point. And
Yeah.
I was so mad. I did back in the day. I did a Nas video. What was it? I don't forgot the name of it. I'm all high and shit. But Nostradamus.
Okay.
So I was in that video.
Oh, you were in the video.
I was in the video playing ball the whole nine. If
Oh,
you see it.
nice.
My point was, I think that was the worst Nas album ever. Like nobody
Nostradamus?
talks about that whole. I don't even know what the name of that album was.
I think it was not
That was
Thomas,
just the
right?
main.
It was Nostradamus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
was
think,
a
but you know
hard-
what? Nas went through a phase where it was like, I think he was kind of searching, as crazy as it sounds, searching for himself.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he gave us a couple albums that was kind of like, where are you taking me?
I love the
God.
Lost Tapes, man. I can't get enough of that. It's one of
The
my
Lost
favorites.
Tapes was a good album.
I so
Yeah.
wished it was a classic. I would have been like I would have been like famous and shit.
You,
You know, but it didn't make
you talking
it.
about the Nostradamus video?
Yeah,
So you
I'm
think,
like,
so
yo,
you think all the hoes
I
or
feel-
whatever in the
a
older
Nas video?
Is that the video where he wore the leather do-rag? Is it
yeah,
that video?
and he was yes.
Why
and
do
then
we
it,
need to bring those back?
and then it looked
No,
like
we don't need to
Oh,
bring
yes,
leather
we
do-rags
do.
back.
Papoose, I got a mission for you.
No.
Yo, everybody got on that fucking Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome type scene.
Yo, how hot is your head in a leather fucking
Leather
do-rag?
do-rag, yo.
And it had to be summer if you're out playing ball, right?
Yeah, it was,
no,
top.
that shit must have
Yeah,
smelled
Nas,
so
he
fucking
took us
bad.
somewhere that we didn't want to go with that one.
I
But
think we
it's,
should bring it back.
His set at Coachella was dope, man. It was real
Nice.
dope. I feel like it's
I missed Outkast, but I heard that people were really like, that crowd was like just not engaged.
Not into it?
I guess maybe they're too young, but that's crazy to me. I mean,
Outkast took too long to come back. They fucked up, man.
I don't know. They
I
just.
think
I
they
feel like
did.
if they have a crazy album, it's not gonna be hard to get people back. I mean, I'm still on board, but the younger kids, they just really don't know. They're like all about Young Thug and shit.
yeah,
and
you're
then-
starting to see the gap, like
Yeah.
with certain artists. Like you see the generation gap
It's
now.
true.
Like
It's
when
crazy.
you go to
It
certain
makes me
shows,
feel old. I'm
yeah,
only
it's
25.
like you don't know who Outkast is. or
I'm
what
still
they've
waiting
done.
for Belle Biv DeVoe to do that album. They were supposed to do another album. They said they was, and they never said they wasn't not good.
They never said
You're
anything
like,
about
where's
it, right?
And they're
Part
all
two.
still alive. Yeah,
Yeah, we need to find out if that's still on the table.
they said, "Yo, we
Like,
should."
what's the
And
deal
that's-
with
Call
that?
them. Yo, can we get a Poison too,
And the
please?
thing
Yeah.
about them, they never,
side of
they
leather
never like, they
do-rags?
never squashed it, so it could still.
Yeah, it's
probably
still up in the
happen.
air. It's
I
still
gotta
up in the
say,
air.
like New Jack Swing is like one of my favorite shits ever. I
Yeah.
really wish
that whole
they're-
sound, that New Jack
Man,
Swing sound was
Teddy
like
Riley
yeah.
and all
that's
that.
the essence of '90s like.
How come
R&B.
Pharrell
The
and
best.
How come
Yeah.
Pharrell and Teddy Riley never did nothing together? I mean, that was his idol. He said, like he got his.
I would
style
like to hear
off
Pharrell
of
and
that.
Teddy Riley collaborate.
I just
Oh
want to
my
hear Teddy
God.
Riley come back. Like I wish.
Well, he he was working with Michael Jackson. He did a
Yeah,
lot
that's
of
true.
work on the
wasn't that the Jam record or some shit?
yeah,
Yeah.
on the Dangerous album.
I
And,
think that
after
was
I
the
don't know.
best
I
sound-
think he was working with him on the album before his untimely death. I think
Right.
Teddy Riley was doing some work on that too. So
I think Dangerous was and I know this because I did like the curriculum for this new Puff class at NYU.
Holy shit.
Plug.
Teaching.
Right.
Professor.
Puffy.
Soph.
Right.
Well, we were talking about New Jack Swing, and that's like the highest selling New Jack Swing album was that Michael Jackson record, which I didn't know because I never really think about him when I think about New Jack Swing. I'm always like Guy all day.
That's Teddy
Love
Riley
Guy.
is God.
I'm always trying to tell like, look, Imani, let's put a little New Jack Swing in this shit, and he's like,
I don't know if people are ready for the New Jack Swing to come back.
I need to come back tomorrow, man.
That's the new EDM. They should just put that in there.
Like, you ever been at a party and like the New Jack Swing comes on?
When
You can
Poison
tell
comes on?
people's age. Like,
Oh yeah.
you can see the age difference in the room
They
once
start
like
breaking out the house
yeah.
party dance and shit.
Like they threw on Guy the other night. I was in Opus and they threw on Guy and like you could see that people like girls looking around like, what is this?
Yeah, they start going
And I'm
to the
like,
bar.
what? I'm cool in the
would've
club, but I
left.
almost lost it. I was
Yeah.
like, I almost danced. Like I don't dance in the club.
You have to though.
But when that came on, it's like, oh,
you really gotta hold yourself down.
yeah.
in
I
the
was like,
chair,
and then I had to look like, okay, I look a little crazy right now. Like, let me
You were
just.
ready to just break it out.
Yeah,
like, the
but
whole
it's
Criss
like,
Cross
but if
shit,
they
like-
start playing, Chris Brown, the girls, I'm like, yo, so y'all don't, Chris Brown, yes, Guy, no, like, okay, I get it, I see what's going on.
Fucking music
I
sucks.
do feel the gap, and I always feel like I don't know why I always think that I'm always the youngest person around because I'm probably just in denial. But
Right.
now I'm starting to see the gap.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't know
people-
how old you are until you're listening to the radio and they say we're taking it back, and then they play a Biggie
A Nelly
record.
song.
And I'm
I'm
like, wait,
what?
this is not throwback. Like,
Yeah.
They
this is
played
Biggie.
"Shake Your Tail Feather" the other day on. I think
God.
I was listening to like Power 106 on iHeartRadio.
And that
or
was the
something.
throwback, right?
That was the throwback. I'm like, "Shake Your Tail Feather." That was like in high school.
Yeah,
that was like
that's not
yesterday.
throwback.
I think throwing back is getting shorter and shorter. You know, before
It definitely
throwback
is.
would be like a 20-year,
It definitely is.
15-year.
I'm
Now
thinking
it's
that you got to play
8 years.
like PSK is a throwback to me. Now you're talking about like
Dude, I'm trying to sell.
girls is a throwback.
Right.
I'm trying to sell old Kid Robot vintage sweatshirts from 2008.
Right.
You know
Right.
what? You could get money for that.
I know,
Absolutely.
but that's
You could get money
vintage
for
though.
that.
How old is that? They
Now
think
that's
it's
considered
this.
a throwback. Oh,
Yeah.
I can't
Crazy.
believe that there's vintage 90s gear. Like, that's
Wow.
vintage now?
Yeah.
You can buy
Yeah.
vintage. That makes me sick. I'm like,
stupid.
what? All those stupid Bugs Bunny and Tweety Bird things wearing the homeboy shit?
Yeah.
God.
That shit is $400. Like,
Absolutely.
What? The No Fear basketball shirts?
absolutely.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
90s.
And I tossed all that shit. I have so much old polo shit. I tossed them sick.
That's why people think you're rich, because you're just tossing shit away.
Right.
You know what? I don't get it, though.
Yeah,
Like,
we was having a conversation,
Yeah.
and Soph said that for
I don't
whatever
know why
reason,
people
guys
think I'm
think that she
rich.
has money.
Yeah, y'all are wrong.
Then she
I'm
talked-
not the one.
Then she talks about blowing 1,500 and don't know where
Okay.
it went.
Don't know where it went. Like, you caught that, right?
I
I spent
did.
$1,500 the last week and don't know where it went.
know why people think
I mean, I know where it went.
If I
but it
spend
was
$1,500, I know exactly where it went.
So, and I have receipts.
Right, in case I need to take something back.
Like, you know, well, that's what I keep my tags. That's the thing. Like,
Okay.
I'm a little bit like hood rich with my shit because I'll love it and I'll wear it a couple times and then I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna bring this back.
You
I
also-
want that
and
money
so what
back.
do you do? So you have like a re-tagging situation
No,
at
I
home?
just tell them it fell off. It's
Oh.
not that
I
serious.
just tell them it fell off.
Yeah, but I wash it always. I'm not one of those grimy bitches.
I got caught out there. And I didn't get caught out there. I remember I bought some shoes, some Kohans, them light Lunar Light joints for like $250.
Cole Haan.
Yeah, Lunar Light joints. They're really light and they dark with the glowy bottom and
You
everything.
gotta tape the bottoms.
Well, I didn't know. I was just I
And next
I
time
loved
you
them.
need
I
to
wanted
know,
them.
next time you want to know how to return shit,
Yeah.
call me. I'm
well,
not that.
I washed the bottom. I took like this thing. I washed it and I cleaned it.
You
I
washed
did
it?
It worked though, because it just worked. And I took it, and the first thing they looked, and they put it down, because as soon as they turn it over, your heart stops.
Right.
And then they put it back down. I'm like, oh. And I got my $250 back, so I was happy.
I'm saying sometimes you got to do that, but I don't do it for like club dresses like some of these bitches do. Like they really go to Intermix, wear some shit, sweat in it, and then go home. Like sometimes I'll just like I need a shirt for like a lunch meeting, and I don't want to keep it. It's just appropriate for the day. I'm not gonna buy a damn club dress that's all
Fucked
extra
up. You
tight.
guys
No,
do
fuck
shit
that.
like that? That's not
Yeah,
right.
I heard
do
that
that.
Victoria's Secrets takes panties back.
lie.
Yeah, they do. It's just
Yeah, like
fucking
you
gross.
can take like underwear home and
Oh, as long as you tell them that like you didn't try them on without.
yeah, like you
anything
tell them I
underneath.
didn't try them on.
Yeah.
Like, but you can
Oh,
they'll take them
man.
back.
I would like to be the person who handles the return of panties, and just I would have to sniff them maybe to see if
I
they're
don't
That's
want
worn.
you?
that. You can
No.
have that job. I
I
don't
like
want that.
sniffing panties.
I don't.
Do
I
you?
don't want that.
Oh,
Can I say something?
is
One
it about
time-
sniffing panties? 'Cause I don't know if
Yeah.
I could take any more
So
of that.
so one time one time I was working on this Nicole Kidman movie with Jack Black and everybody, and so I was like security,
Right.
and so I had to like watch her dressing room.
I feel let me stop you. I feel like whatever you're about to go into, it's about to get you with some shit.
No, the reason why I'm telling
brother
you
to brother,
now.
I'm just saying, listen, be careful what you say right now.
But the reason why
Like,
I
God, we're
feel
not live
I
right
need
now.
to tell it, but the reason why it's been years though. It's been
Okay.
a few years.
Okay.
And so I just went in the dressing room and I didn't know what to do. And I wanted like some kind of a souvenir, but
Oh no, you
no,
about
I
to
didn't
get
take it.
some
I didn't take it. I didn't take them.
Okay.
I just sniffed her panties.
Okay.
And it didn't smell like anything because I guess she must have just woke up that day, came from the hotel to
You
the
sniffed
studio.
you sniffed Nicole Kidman's panties.
I kid you not. I'm not
Just
lying.
as a side note, anything expressed by our guests are by no
Strictly
means
their views,
strictly
their views
opinions.
only.
There has to be like a statute of limitations for that, right?
I would hope so, since you put it out
yeah,
there
I
already.
do hope so because we will be. I'll send you a care package. I'll send you one of those.
Oh, this is all voice
Inmate
though. This
age
is not like they
chicks.
don't have my picture nowhere, do they?
A
that
man.
you Google.
Right. Google, maybe.
I'll make sure I send you some
Oh my
beef
God,
jerky
yeah.
and peanut butter.
Well, I didn't tell the
crackers.
movie, so I mean, I
That
wasn't
is
very
true.
specific. I
That
wasn't
is
very
true.
No, it
That's
just
specific.
happened to be one with
specific.
Nicole Kidman and
Kidman,
Jack
right.
Black.
I hope
Right.
they did a bunch of movies together.
Right. I hope so, too.
So yeah.
But
Well, before we implicate anybody else on this show,
Yeah, like,
Well,
let's
I got quiet. Y'all
Yeah,
got
like,
scared
I'm
and
moving
shit.
right along, away from that
like
topic.
we have Nicole Kidman's lawyer on the line.
Right.
Oh, my
Patch
God.
him in, please.
Right. But
I had to because I was always a fan of hers, and the fact that I was working on a movie like that is crazy. But you got to do stuff
That's
like
some.
that.
That's.
No,
some-
you
sure.
don't have to do stuff
I'm
like that.
sure. I'm sure PAs do a lot of crazy shit.
I'm sure they do. I'm just sure they
I don't know that they
They don't.
sniff their bosses. I
Yeah,
know.
like that's. That was like, but
I
the fact
feel-
that you said you didn't know what to do. It's like,
Yeah, I wanted to do something. I needed a souvenir or something, but I didn't want to like steal any of her stuff, you know.
so you just
No, so
sniff
you just
it and put
smelled
it
her
back.
underwear and took like a mental.
What if it smelled though? Like, what if it smelled bad?
Are you
I don't-
asking me what it
oh,
smelled
my
like
God.
on
No,
the low?
he said it didn't smell like anything.
And I did. I'm like, it didn't smell like, and I took a deeper whiff, and it didn't smell like
you took
anything.
2 whiffs. You
Yeah,
need-
come on.
So it's safe to say that
And-
Nicole Kidman has a clean box.
Yeah, they were
Okay.
nice. They didn't, I was kind of upset because it didn't
Why did you
smell
think-
like vagina. It didn't smell like anything. You know, vagina has a good smell.
A
good vagina.
It depends.
A vagina smell, which is good.
Because
Right?
I've smelled vaginas that just smell like lotion or whatever the girl's wearing.
Yeah, I don't like. That's not good. I mean, that's probably good. I mean, it
No,
smells like
that is
something nice.
good.
Yeah.
That
I'm
is
just
good.
saying though, like the natural, good, natural, healthy smell of vagina is amazing.
Oh, that's what you was looking for. That smell.
right.
Isn't
Okay.
it different for every person?
I would
Just no.
I don't.
There's
I would assume
one,
so.
There's one smell from women, this is vagina, that lets you know it's a woman and it's a vagina. Then it starts to variate for different
Depending on
women.
your lifestyle and how you
Right,
carry
exactly.
yourself.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So how many
Right.
days
Yes.
a week that you go out to the club and that type of shit?
Sometimes if they go out to the club and after the club and you smell it, sometimes it's a good.
Wait, whoa! Time out.
Smell.
Are you sniffing draws like on the reg?
I feel like you're a drug sniffing connoisseur. That's what I
Yeah.
kind of feel like right now.
I mean,
a drug sniffing connoisseur.
I don't know if I want to get into it like that. I don't want to be
I
like.
feel like you need to change your Twitter bio. I feel like it's kind of official. I
No,
think
I
it's,
just don't want to be that guy. I mean, I just do that
you
like
may
on the
just
side.
have made yourself
On the side.
Yes.
It's a side hustle.
That's a side job for you. I got it.
It's not
I
full
got
time,
it.
so I don't want to tweet about it.
Right, right.
And really get all
Right. I got you. I got you.
dominatrix on it.
Oh my god! No.
That is crazy.
Please keep your draws on around Bionic Mark.
So what else is going on in Twitter?
Man, hey, what about the girl that everybody's talking about, the New York orgasms?
Oh yeah, somebody, my homie's bar. put
Speaking
me
of
on-
underwear and
and filth.
right.
So
How is that filthy?
wait, if I play this? Will somebody told me about
Play that
NYC women orgasms, and
Right.
they were basically talking about how I'm gonna see if I can play it. If
Like
I-
they're basically making fun of how New York women talk and you
Yeah,
know, New
while
York
having
women
sex, they're very
accent.
masculine, right?
And,
It
but
sounded
that's like
Nicki.
but it's just it's funny. You
It's
know,
for
it's
young
funny.
New York girls. I don't think
Right, but New
mature
York women are not talking like that.
No.
You know
They're
what I
not?
mean?
I
No.
don't- just them Spanish ones.
Like
probably.
she was in there.
I mean,
she said, "Yo,
I hear
this
people
pussy
talk-
is yours, valid. Like
That
facts,
sounds
She's
like
like,
a borough.
facts.
facts, valid. Yo, it's yours, son. Like
That sounds like
This-
a borough, like
right.
Harlem, the
Yeah.
Bronx. That's girls from what Brooklyn.
Okay, so
won't
my
say
question
that.
is, you guys are experienced in the draw sniffing and female activities.
right.
Where are the prime New York? What borough are the prime bitches coming from, and which one are the like? You just
In
don't
my
want to touch
experience,
them.
in
Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Yo, if you could afford Manhattan.
But Manhattan, where? Like, we talking about Soho? We talking about like Harlem? Like, what are we talking about here?
Oh, Harlem is considered Manhattan?
Yeah, it's part of. It's
Damn.
not its own borough.
I don't know. I mean, I'm from New Jersey.
In my experience growing up, like
Oh, we don't even want to
always
talk about them.
like guys always would go after like girls from Queens.
Why?
Really? Why?
Because it was a thing with girls from Queens, like
Do everything.
not not that they did everything, but it was like they had girls from Queens had like cars. They drove cars.
Really?
They had like they lived in a nice house.
Oh, so they got the bread.
Yeah, like girls from Harlem lived like in a walk-up tenement
Right.
or the project. You know what I'm saying? It was just different. Like
Okay.
girls from Queens had like a house,
Right.
with like a pool in the back. That was a big deal growing up in New York City. Being 15,
They had pools in
16.
the back. Where is this?
talking
Jamaica
to a girl.
Estates or
I like
something?
girls from Queens though. They be living still like they be old and still be at home and shit.
Yeah.
Like pushing like big whips and living at home still at their rooms. and
That's
shit.
good.
I mean, 'cause,
it's I'm not knocking
they're
it.
homely and and they're ethnic. I mean, they're like a lot of times they're like from different countries that do that kind of shit.
Okay, so
They're not
like-
like
You
born and
tried to
raised in
stay away from
America.
Brooklyn girls growing up.
Yeah.
Like
Is
Brooklyn
that
girls.
still applicable today?
I mean, not today because we're grown now. I can care less where girls from. But
Yeah.
I know growing up, if you were a girl from Brooklyn, there were two reasons why you didn't want to mess with a Brooklyn girl if you were not from Brooklyn.
Okay.
One, if you were messing with a girl from Brooklyn and you're from another borough, like going to her building was like,
That's a long distance relationship.
it's like a journey. Like you had to
Yeah.
get through 30 bloods standing
Wow.
outside.
Jesus.
Like one of them were her cousin.
That must have had to been
One of
some
them was
really
like-
good vagina
like,
to risk your
like
life
seriously,
for.
you used to really like risk your life as a kid to go see a girl like that you met. Like we would meet these girls in Times Square. That was the hangout. Everybody go to Times Square and just hang out. And the girl says she's from Brooklyn. It was like you had to shoot the dice. Like, yo, do I want to take her number? Am I gonna go see her? Because like once you go to her building, it's 20 guys standing in front of the building.
Wow.
One of them is her ex-boyfriend.
This
I'm
was
going with the
clearly a
girls from
while
Queens.
ago.
One of them is her cousins. And it's like, and you're the outsider.
Right.
And another reason why you wouldn't mess with her, it was like Brooklyn girls, like they would steal your shit and help you look for it.
Yeah.
Right.
Fucking grimy.
Like a Brooklyn girl like helped me look for my money that she had in her pocket.
Word.
She was like, "Well, you were sitting right here, right?
Don't
Like,
go
so
to the
let's-
bathroom on a
like-
fucking bitch.
flipping the
What?
sofa. Like they'll steal your stuff and help you look for it. I think Brooklyn people, period, to do that
Yeah.
Today.
today.
Of course.
Really? I feel like Brooklyn has changed
Oh,
so
different
much
level.
now.
Brooklyn
Different
has
level
been
of
what is
I
it?
feel like
Gentrified.
Crown Heights is soft
It's
now.
been
Like,
gentrified.
You think so?
It's now
I-
blocks. It's not even communities
yeah,
like that.
it's
It's
not.
now
It's
blocks.
not. Yeah,
it's
there's
now,
a couple
Yeah.
blocks
if
left.
you
but
fuck
the
with a
rest
girl
of it,
within
it's
these
like,
blocks,
Yeah, no.
So I think it's
It
moved
was-
to
it's
that.
What
certain
about
blocks
East
you-
New York?
Oh no, I'm cool.
Still.
Still, forever. Cool. East New York? No. Meet me in Manhattan. Meet me
Dear
in
Brownsville and East New York bitches.
So are we gonna try to call Ice? Like we should get his opinion on this shit. Are we gonna try to call him?
He
Then? Should we
can't
try
talk
to call
about
him
any
back
girls
then?
because his girl is Spanish. We know this.
And Spanish girls are crazy. If you don't come a lot when you fuck a Spanish girl, she automatically assumes you're fucking somebody else.
I'm part Mexican.
I would love a
I've never
Spanish girl 'cause I
experienced.
come
I'm not
a lot
really crazy.
quickly.
Like I
They'll
don't
love me.
I got crazy cousins, but I'm like, I'm my father's side is white, my mother's side is Mexican, so I'm like a vanilla beaner.
Wow.
So
You're definitely a vanilla bean.
I'm a
You're
vanilla
Mexican.
beaner for sure.
Right.
So proud of that, but I've never experienced the craziness. Like I like crazy don't give a fuck.
Why does that
That's
music
kind
sound
of
so
like-
fucking loud in the background? I can't even hear myself think.
No. Well,
Can you?
No,
I
I
can
can't.
hear
But you know what?
myself.
I was just thinking like,
What are you thinking?
do you really think Charles Hamilton was really fucking with Brooklyn girls? When he
Who the hell's
I
Charles
think
Hamilton?
Charles Hamilton in his mind was fucking
singer?
with everything.
The singer
Yeah.
Charles Hamilton?
He's
Singer,
a rapper,
rapper,
the one who
he-
got faded by like Mary J's niece or something.
Charles Hamilton was he was
He
a
had the
talent.
pink and the Sonic
Oh,
on all
Charles
the time.
Hamilton? Wait, I think I know that guy. That
Yeah.
singer. That sing. Oh, I'm
No, you're thinking Anthony Hamilton.
You're thinking, oh my God.
damn.
Wow.
No, Charles Hamilton is a rapper.
Yeah, and he used to dress in pink and like be all about Sonic
Woo.
and stuff.
Really? I didn't
Yeah, it was
even
never
heard
gonna
of him.
happen for him.
Yeah, Charles was a little. He had some talent.
Why are
Did
you
he?
talking
Yeah,
about
he
him?
had
Where?
some talent.
Why are we talking about
He
Charles
was like a
Because he had a song called Brooklyn Girls, and he was like,
And it
"There's
was
nothing
poppin'?
like." That's the only song I remember of his, and he was like, "There's nothing like a Brooklyn girl," and I was, obviously there isn't because they'll steal your shit and
and
help
help
you look for it.
They will help you look for it.
Well, I guess he's trying to say he's gangster and he's got a gangster bitch, and so
No, he's definitely not that.
Yeah,
Google him.
I don't think that's
Not
what he
the
was
guy.
trying to say.
But wait, my question is, what about? So I know
I
we've
gotta
all
see
done.
him. If I see him, he'd probably, oh, hell
You'll
no.
know who
Right.
he is when you see it.
Right.
But my question is, what about in different areas? Like I know both of you guys have traveled. Like, we're talking about the boroughs versus what about like Chicago and like Houston
I like
and the
girls
South
from England.
and LA.
Girls from England. I like
you took it
European girls.
international.
Yeah, European girls go after
How do
men.
their draws
Like we
smell?
don't have to go after European girls. Like they come after us.
No, but women in the South are the same way though.
Women in the
Really?
I gotta go
Yeah.
down south. Man.
See, I used to live in the South, and
It's just too far apart, man.
they
Everything
like the domestic shit down there. They really like the cooking and all that shit.
Like women in the South, it's almost scary how aggressive and straightforward.
I heard it's, but I heard I
Aggressive?
see why.
Yeah.
I hear it's like
Really?
what 20-1,
Yeah, like
and then the one might be gay.
right.
So
But
I heard it's
I
tough.
heard that they're still very much into the idea of courting somebody, like being courted and all
Oh
that.
no, they're
And
into that idea,
old-fashioned.
but don't get it like we were just
Oh,
talking
but
having
you're
a
from
discussion.
up here though, because you guys are
Yeah.
like pimps down there. Like as soon as anybody comes from
No, New York
goes
men
down,
anywhere are like, I don't know why,
Really?
but women love New York men.
Really?
Where do you
Wherever
gotta
we
go? I want to
I
go.
don't
I
like
want to
them so
vacation
much.
down in the south.
Like if you go to the South and you're from New York, like
That's true. You guys
they
are shit.
love.
where would it say a guy is looking for some action and
Right.
a wife
Exactly.
or woman? How would he go about it? He's got a couple. He's got $1,000.
Is it the
Say
accent?
I got $1,000.
I think that has something to do with it.
And I want to go. I know there's a lot of women down south. Like, how would I?
With
$1,000,
$1,000
where would I go?
$1,000. You could buy a mansion down there.
But where would I go? Say I want to spend just a weekend to experience down
I would
south.
say, me personally,
Follies the whole weekend.
no, I would say go to Houston.
Go to Houston.
I've never been to Houston.
Houston. Let me tell you something. Houston, Texas is a beautiful place to go.
Wow.
If you're a New York man,
Women wise or like
the
scenic wise?
women, scenic, the food, the nightlife,
Oh
like
my
it's
God, that
it's
sounds
just a
like
beautiful. It's a
that sounds like
beautiful
a
place.
nice New York.
Yeah, but the women though,
Oh my God.
they love New York men.
But wait, you know, we didn't even include Miami in this.
See, but
But
Miami
too,
is a mix of a
official. You
bunch
gotta
of
have
different.
money.
Like a lot of people that are in Miami now are not even from Miami.
Right.
Like they're from Atlanta, they're from Houston, they're from LA,
New Orleans,
Yeah, like
transplants.
they
No.
just
Right.
people just move to Miami.
For the plastic surgery.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
And
I've
it's
heard
not-
people
and the Taz
move there
Angels
and move
opportunities.
back. I've heard people go there and come back because they don't like the
mom
style.
is from
Like,
Miami and she fucking hates it. It's
Yeah.
too hot. But
well, I'm the same way with New York.
yeah.
I'm from here. I love New York, but I would leave in a minute.
Oh,
I
don't.
would too.
And
I'd
people
leave.
from outside of New York don't understand why I think that way.
I'd go.
Me neither. And I always, when I was younger, I remember they used to say stuff like, "Oh, you can win a sweepstakes to go to New York," and I was like, "That sucks."
Like, who the fuck
why?
wants to win anything to come
It
here?
smells like piss out here.
I'd go to Pensacola, Florida for crying out fucking loud.
Pensacola, Florida. What are the
I don't
bitches
even
like
know.
there?
I have no idea. I just fucking said that.
What
I
about
didn't know.
LA? I mean,
I love LA.
Yeah, what
LA,
about the
you can never
girls?
lose with LA women. Listen, man, LA women.
I heard
love-
LA girls are freaky. My cousin met a LA girl, like flew her over here in the taxi. She is videoing herself.
He was from
play
here?
with her vagina.
He was
yeah.
from here?
Yeah, he's from Queens.
I'm telling you, that's what it is. It's just it's
Flying
a New
bitches,
York.
that's
crazy.
They just I don't know what it is about New York. I don't know if it's out the way we
LA
talk,
girls are awesome.
the way we
Women are
think. I
amazing.
don't know what it is, but
All
LA women love, like West Coast women love East Coast men.
huh?
They do. Like I've witnessed it firsthand, like being in the mall in LA. Like a girl just tapped me and told me just to keep
Mall
talking.
was in the mall.
Yeah, I was in the mall and like they was just like
Foxtails?
she was just like keep talking. I was like, excuse me, just keep talking. I just want to hear you talk.
Oh my god.
I'm like,
That's-
wait, what?
Yeah, y'all do get a lot of play. I mean, I'm not.
It's weird, but it's like I'm not mad at it.
I just.
But for somebody to tell you keep talking,
Are
like
these
a complete
black girls
stranger,
or white women?
black, white,
Yeah.
it doesn't even matter. They
Yeah.
just love East Coast. Man, and
I
every
love
girl
West
outside of
Coast.
New York thinks that every New York man is supposed like Jim. I'm finding out that Jim Jones is like
He's the premier New York poster
like he's the
child.
statue of what a women outside of New York
Oh
think
yeah,
New
they
York
think
men
that
are.
we got
Wow.
they
I
got
swear to
BB
you.
Simon belts and True Religion.
I promise you.
You're
They-
right.
They think like Jim is like he's like the template of what like
He's the prototype.
of what they I'm telling you what they think
NYC
New York
man
men
prototype.
are.
Wow.
I'm like not even fab. Like I speak to girls. I'm like not even
Do you,
fab.
I don't think you want Fab with that. What he's on with his no.
What's he on?
With the he's got the Gumby or some shit now, and he's wearing like
Everybody's
leather.
trying to bring old school back. You remember that Iman Shumpert had the little Gumby flat top?
Iman didn't know. He was just trying to.
He's a chump.
You know, he was trying to find himself too.
Yeah, but Fab, I feel like Fab for a minute hasn't had.
Come on, the Frohawk was popping for a while.
No, women love fab.
Yeah, no, they do, but I don't really think that what he's got going on aesthetically is really the wave right
No,
now.
women love fab. Fab can do no wrong in a lot of women's eyes, especially women
that hair
outside
is
of.
all wrong, man. I don't know what to say. Like, and he's wearing like
He's
the
trying
leather,
to be young. He's trying to stay young and
dominatrix
current.
casual wear. I can't. I don't know.
Everybody's getting gay.
So you're not a fab. You're not a fan of the new fab.
No, I'm always a fan of Fab. I've never been
The
attracted
music.
to Fab. I've never been I'm more into
Who do you
dudes
like?
from LA because they're just.
Name the rapper from LA you would like to bang.
It's I don't know. But I'm not really.
Come on.
I don't really like to. I don't really. I'm not. The idea of smashing rappers is
All
not
right, don't
something that's
smash
like
them, but
amazing
you
to
like
me.
them. You really like them.
No, I mean I'm more into.
So you prefer
spit it
LA
out,
men
woman.
over New York
Damn.
men?
Absolutely, because they're the type of dudes they wear like house shoes outside and like
You like that?
Jordans inside, and like as soon as they come in the house, they just take their shirts off and play Xbox.
You
I'm
like
like
that?
about that life. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I think that's cool.
Okay.
What the fuck?
But
And
in
what
New
are
York,
What are New York men like?
man, I got an argument with a dude because
God.
he had one of those Louis Vuitton change purses.
Okay.
And I was making fun of him because I was
change
like,
purse.
yo, how much did you pay for that shit? It's like a couple $100. I'm like, you got like 93 cents in there.
Right.
Like, what's the point of this
That's
stupid
funny.
little thing hanging off your shit?
Because it's fucking Louis, baby.
This shit is swag. I was like, it's not though. Like, I feel like they care more about what they dress. Like, I feel like I could just be.
They like Soulja Boy and Chief Keef and
I
them.
fucks with Soulja Boy though.
I
Like,
love Soulja.
Soulja Boy is funny
Lil
to me.
B, love Lil B.
I
What's
just
up
feel
with
like
Lil B?
New York guys are like they're very into like how they dress. And
Because
it's
we're the
too-
fashion capital of the world.
It's
It
too-
trickles
it's
down
too
to the
much,
hood.
though. Like when
It
you
trickles
care
down to
more
the hood.
about I feel like dudes
It's
aren't.
gay when you care more.
But you know
about
what,
how
Joe?
you
That's-
dress.
I feel like dudes aren't even dressing for the women anymore. I feel like they're
For each
dressing
other.
because it's like, look, your foams are fucking stupid. They're not. I don't ever see a dude, and maybe it's just me because I hate foams.
hate
But I
dudes.
never see a dude, and I'm like, damn, that dude's got foams on. He's so fucking fly. Like, no, he looks
So
like a
you
cornball.
equate.
So what do you
to New
like a
York
shoe?
men.
What would you like on a guy's
Absolutely.
foot?
Okay.
What is he wearing? What do you like? What turns
you
you
take
on?
slippers.
You take
House
Chucks. You take
slippers?
Chucks over foams.
I don't like Chucks either, but I mean, I like
House
J's,
slippers.
but I just don't. I hate foams. They look like turtles to me, and I just think they're overpriced turtles and like construction. And
Foams are overpriced turtles. That
What about
is fucking
Tim's,
funny.
Timberlands?
I've always fucked with Tim's.
Yes.
Always. I feel like that if New Yorkers went back to that old swag, they could get all bitches everywhere at all times. I feel like
Really?
girls are looking
Really?
for I feel like they're tired of the leather and they're tired maybe it's just
They're tired
me.
of all the gay
tired
shit.
of the light leather, the tight
I
shit.
love gays.
They're
I just want to say that I love you guys. I'm not a homophobe.
I just feel like at the end of the day, when y'all did the roughneck shit, you had every bitch everywhere at all times.
But that's why I said Jim is the template of what.
And maybe it's because I live here. It's like, look, I don't need a dude wearing no fucking BB Simon rhinestone belts.
But that was a phase, though.
It still happens. I go to
Who
Harlem.
is
people-
still wearing
Harlem
rhinestone-
is
No,
still wearing
no,
them.
no, don't do
Yes,
that.
Who?
they are.
No.
I don't even know
Oh
what
yes,
that
they
is.
are.
Guys are wearing Gucci belts around their necks now in Harlem. Like they're not wearing BB Simon belts anymore.
They're wearing
That-
those Hermes.
Guys,
shit.
hey Harlem, you guys should take the Gucci belts and wrap it around your new era hats.
No, I
so
seen
the
the-
Gucci sign will be in the front.
No,
Oh,
I seen a
God.
dude.
Shit.
This is no bullshit, and I wish I could show y'all the picture. A dude had a Gucci belt.
Okay.
He had a collar shirt on, and the Gucci belt was his bow tie.
Oh, that's
no,
dope. That's
it was like
fresh.
a bolo tie.
Like he had the
He's
belt
got
underneath
style.
the collar.
Where was he from?
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know, but I'm just telling
Must
you what he
have
had.
been
And the
gotta ask.
Gucci symbol was sitting right here
Oh,
at his
that's
throat.
dope.
But where did the
Oh,
rest
yeah.
of the belt
The belt
go?
was under
Under
here.
Yeah.
And
I
so
like
it was just like hanging down in
No,
front of
he had it wrapped around completely.
Was his pants below his ass too?
He was sitting down, so you couldn't see
So
like.
I'm just wondering, if he had a belt on top of that, like he was wearing a belt and that.
Yo, listen, I don't know.
It don't matter.
That was.
As someone-
I don't know
I
if that
think
was
dudes-
creative. I
Son.
don't know if that was creative. Because what would make you think of even trying that?
I think they should wrap
You
it around
think
their
that there was
wrists.
a question that it could possibly
Make
be
bracelets
creative?
out of it.
You couldn't even see if the belt fit perfectly under his collar. So it really looked like he just had a big ass Gucci belt buckle as his bow tie.
Nice.
But I mean,
Accessorizing.
maybe I'm not. I'm speaking for women of
She
all
about to
out
try
there.
that
Like,
shit. Look at
why? Any of these bitches out here are going after dudes wearing Gucci belts around their neck as a tie.
Yo,
Y'all should be ashamed of
it
yourselves.
happens.
We can't let this shit continue.
Please,
to
girls are
happen.
going with guys with their pants off their asses and that
But
beat
you know
them.
what?
Girls,
Right.
girls put up
Oh,
with
that
anything.
beat them. Yeah, I mean
Girls,
that's not good.
you guys put up with everything, so
Yeah,
it's
y'all
all
do.
right. So we do whatever we
I
want to
just
do.
wish the basketball practice swag was still the swag. Like y'all used to be super low maintenance, just
What?
some fucking
But
Tim's
a
on
lot
and
of-
some sweats and
A
call it a
lot
day.
of a lot of New York guys are still that though.
Like 7 of them,
A lot of New York guys.
and
are still
they're
that.
We're still here, man. It's just the dudes that are getting pressed is the Raf Simons shoes wearing.
Yeah.
yeah. I can't
Gay
even go
looking
around
shit.
Soho without getting angry.
Yeah, it's gay.
I can't.
Yeah, I went in my favorite store in Soho, and they're
What store is it?
It's Atrium,
Okay.
and they have completely turned into something like straight European. Like I'm almost mad about it. Like I don't want to look like Kanye every day.
Do you ever want to look like Kanye?
I mean, certain events, like if you have a dope tail.
Do you have one of those kilt things?
Never. I would never do that.
I went in my favorite store in New Jersey.
Where's that?
Foreman Mills.
Mine is Foreman Mills. What is that? So y'all both are like, what is that?
Foreman Mills. You can get sneakers for $4.
Yeah.
Is it the swap meet?
It's like a swap meet.
Oh, I
type of
love
like
the swap meet.
Yeah.
But you can get some Sean Johns. You know, you can get everything. You can get anything in there.
There's a swap meet in Jersey?
There's a bunch. There's a chain of them.
Of swap meets. I don't
definitely.
know about this shit.
Definitely.
Can you get grills like you can in LA?
I don't know about all that. You can get a lot of clothes
You
and
can get
sneakers.
everything in LA at the swap meet.
Yeah, you can get a lot of stuff. It's nice. I look fancy, don't I? Look at that. I'm wearing Foreman Mills right now.
This is all Foreman Mills?
I'm wearing Foreman Mills right now.
Imagine being on the red carpet saying that shit. I got on
I'm wearing Foreman Mills.
Where
right
did you
now.
get that?
That's
How
funny.
much was that? This
Sloss
whole
swap
outfit
meet.
was $20.
$20.
I'm a fan of all that cheap shit. All
Cheap
of
shit
it.
is the shit, man. I got that from my boys D and Ricky. Them niggas they probably wear expensive shit now, but
Yeah.
they used to just wear regular swap meet type shit.
Yeah.
You know
But it
what's
looked
funny?
really good.
I was talking about. Remember when Macklemore first came out and he was on that thrift stores type
Yeah.
of sweat? He has completely abandoned that.
Totally.
Yeah, he's no
Like,
longer popping tags
Macklemore
with
is
$20
like-
in his pocket.
I saw him the other day,
He's
and
at
I'm just like,
Atrium
"Yo, dog,
buying Kanye
you look
shit.
nothing like when you first hit the scene. That whole thing you were going through with the
threw that
thrift
shit
store and
out.
just throwing whatever on. Listen,
It's
they
a
was like,
wrap.
"Listen, you want to be a star? You want a Grammy now?
There's
right?
no more thrift
Listen,
shop.
there's no more. No,
There's
we
no
gotta
more
abandon.
thrift shop.
See, so
abandon
that's
that.
why when people make it in the top, in big places, they have like dreams of helping the common man.
You know
and they
how you
make
keep
it, and then
yourself
they
humble
fucking-
though?
Yeah.
And I tell my friends this because I got some bougie friends, and I'm just not that person.
Names.
I love you guys, but whenever I go to a restaurant, I don't care where I am. I always ask them if they refill the drinks for free. And they get so mad at me because they're like, "You're so fucking embarrassing." I'm like, "Yo, I'm not paying another $2.50 for another drink, but they're gonna keep refilling this shit."
Yeah.
That's how you stay humble. You ask them. You go to fucking Philippe's and ask them, "Is this for free? The refill?"
Is it?
You're
that
not
keeps
getting.
you.
it?
That keeps you ground.
No,
I don't go to Philippe's.
you're not getting a free anything.
You
at
don't get
Philippe's.
free refills unless they
But
tell
that's how
you.
you have to ask because that's how you
Really?
stay humble.
You
have
gotta
to.
ask.
Wow, it
Oh,
makes
yeah,
you,
you gotta
it makes you
ask.
small, like yeah.
No, you have to because you have to remember where you came from. 'Cause
I
there were
thought
those
doggy
days-
bags is like making you small, like asking
Yeah.
for a doggy bag.
Oh, I
or
don't like
whatever
that.
shit is.
Since when is it not cool to take? Somebody
Because
told me
it
that.
looks
Was
like you're
you went on
poor
a
and you're
date and never
hungry.
brought food home. I was like, why? You brought. What's wrong with bringing?
You know
food
what though?
home?
Like I'm not against bringing food home, but I find that I don't do it as much like as when I was younger, only because 9 out of 10 times I'm not going right home after I leave here.
True.
Like I'm going to hang out somewhere, like maybe a club or
makes
something
sense.
like.
Girls do that.
So
a lot,
food is
man.
just
They be
sitting in the
carrying
car,
food
like-
around in their big ass bags.
You know what I'm
a
saying?
girl told me it's tacky if I bring home a doggy bag. I'm like,
It
why?
is.
Oh no! If I'm going straight home and I have a lot of food, no, I'm not above that. I take food home.
Right.
I'm definitely not above that.
I'm
Like,
definitely not above that, or asking if my drink is gonna be filled.
Now
free
that
for
I'm not
free.
doing. I'm
about
not asking
tipping?
if refills are free.
But you know what? You can get got real fast. You just getting some simple shit, and all of a sudden it's $2.50 every time. You didn't
Yeah.
even realize he was coming to
Well,
top
how
you off
many
every time.
how many sodas are you drinking?
It doesn't. It's but the thing is, it's not. It's the principle. Like
Okay, so you
I
talking
don't-
about the principle?
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not drinking 45 of them. I'm just
Right.
saying, like,
You just need to know.
Don't come and top
You don't
my
want to be
shit off.
surprised when the bill comes.
right? Don't top me off, and then there's like 450 on there itemized like 4 times. Like I'm not cool with that.
Okay, I got you.
I want to talk about
like to
politics.
stay humble.
What about Al Sharpton shit? You guys
What
have
about
been
what,
reading
what's
that?
going on? With
Yeah, I read something
said-
that said he was a.
He-
Yeah, he's supposed to have wore a wire for the
He
feds
was,
or something
he was
like
an
that.
undercover agent for the FBI or
Is
the
it true,
CIA.
or is this like world of the?
He
world?
is. He's over there saying, "I'm not a rat. I'm a cat. I went to catch the rat." Like he's skipping around that
What?
shit. Like, ow. They got pictures of him saying,
Ca-
"Yeah, is this the real coke?" Like this is when he had the big perm.
This is when he was
and he was
a
wearing the
little
So wait,
sweatsuits.
so he admitted to doing this.
Yes, in a roundabout way.
Wait,
Okay.
Yeah.
So he
yeah.
didn't say no.
And they
Is-
got him. Somebody back in the day, that one of his ex cohorts or whatever, like came out on him and just ratted on him, and then somebody dug and found audio tapes and they got pictures on the front of the newspapers.
Is it weird that I'm not surprised?
It's crazy. And Al is like, now he's like a big time political dude.
I feel like he's been an entertainer this whole time. Recently.
I thought so too. I mean,
Yeah, I feel like Al Sharpton. I don't know. I mean, that
you
is
think
something
he's the
crazy.
king of the blacks?
No,
Him? What about Jesse Jackson? What about these people?
he's
like
not
who?
the king of the blacks.
Who is?
Who?
Who's the king of the blacks?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's one king of the blacks.
Is there one?
There's got to be.
I don't know.
Not
You're
Jesse?
looking at me like I know.
It's not Obama. It's got to be somebody like grassroots, like Like,
If you know what's funny? I mean, not for me because I was born at a different time, but I think that kids that were born like maybe in the mid '90s,
right?
like 95, 96, their king right now could be Jay-Z.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
if you listen to if you look
King of
at
the
Jay-Z's
Blacks.
story, like his life is actually a movie. Like
It is.
Jay-Z won in the game of life. He won. He has the high score.
Right.
Like you're from the projects of Brooklyn. You sold drugs your entire youth.
Narcy.
Yeah.
Like you dropped out of high school.
And now it's the richest.
Now
couple
you have.
in-
Now you're sitting at dinners with Warren Buffett.
Yep.
Beyonce is your wife. Like he won in life.
In
like
life.
you cannot write that.
But he
Like,
kind of won for all of us because we're like the hip hop generation, and like he flipped the whole shit on its ass.
right. But I just can't call him my king.
I don't think
Like,
you should
I
call
don't-
anybody
that-
your king.
Yeah,
bro.
that doesn't sit right with me. But
Yeah,
like if a kid
pause.
is like 16, 17, I can
That's his
absolutely
king.
see him looking at Jay-Z like
yeah.
And that's
You
cool
know what I
that he
mean?
did
That's
that.
good though because
he's
he's
old
a good
as
role
shit,
model.
and he
I
still
feel
has
like,
a
at
he's
this
a
point.
no. He's like if you want to aspire, like if you just have to look at Jay and his story, like
Yeah.
dog, he won.
Hey
Yeah.
Jay-Z, I need you
Well, the
on the
thing is,
cosign.
Jay when he was coming up, everybody was looking up to the hustler, and he
Right.
took it and did his own thing.
He like made the transition so flawlessly. Like
Yeah.
you're not even mad that Jay doesn't like hang out and so like Jay's almost at I call it like alien status.
Yeah.
Like if you see Jay-Z in a club somewhere, you're like, what the fuck is he doing in here?
Right.
Like you
Who's
almost
that La
like
Marina.
yeah, like what are you doing here? Like, but it wasn't like this 10 years ago.
Right.
Like you would see Jay anywhere 10 years ago, like, oh, that's Jay.
Yeah.
Now it's almost like, yo, what do you do? It's almost the point like I should not be in the same place as you. You understand what I'm saying? Like me and
You
Jay-Z
feel
should not be
underdressed like
right.
immediately.
Like why am I here? Why are you here? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
but you almost forget that, yo, he's a regular cat from Brooklyn.
So you
Yeah.
think this motherfucker says we think he's winning? You think he'll do some political office type shit, or he'll just
He
rap
can.
Like
If
crazy?
I really believe that if Jay-Z ran for president of the United States
First rap
in
president
8 years, he would actually get voted in.
I would vote for him.
I absolutely believe he would.
I would vote for him for sure.
There's not a doubt in my mind he would get voted into office.
You think he should start going big, or start with like being like borough president or
I don't know.
governor?
I don't
or
know.
mayor?
Does he have interest in
He-
being in part of these things?
he
I never
damn
really
near
got
is
it.
He's
the
hanging
mayor of
out with
New York
these
City.
motherfuckers. He's always
Yeah.
hanging out with them.
He should be mayor of Brooklyn.
He is the mayor of Brooklyn.
Yeah,
like,
he is.
What are you talking? Like he's just not in office, but he is the
He
mayor
and
of
Marty
Brooklyn.
Markowitz are sharing an office.
Yeah, like
I mean, because I thought maybe he might want to be in political office since he became like president of like Def Jam. That's kind of a political type job, and then he was
listen,
talking shit.
Jay-Z
like-
can. He's an alien. He's an alien. Like he
Yeah.
really is an alien. He can absolutely be president of the United States if he ran for office. I truly believe that there are enough people that will vote him into office.
I mean,
What
Al
about-
Sharpton fucking ran.
Yeah. Think about that. Al Sharpton actually he didn't run. He was running, but then he took himself out like, okay, this is about
He's
to
like,
get
"Yeah,
too
I'm fucking
expensive.
right."
My budget can't cover this next leg of this run. I'm
But
cool.
you know what? It's a different. It's not. There's nothing sexy about a president lifestyle. Like, you don't get to go to like.
You don't think that
But I think
Jay-Z
he could turn that
win
upside down.
presidency?
Oh, I think. I mean,
You don't
yeah.
see Jay-Z and Beyonce
But you
being
know
in
what?
the White House? You can't see that.
I can totally see it, but then I think about like the Tea Party because I don't ever think about it because we live in this New York bubble. Those Tea Party people are all over the country, and whenever I would see them on TV, I'm like, where do these people come from? Like, there's a bunch of
What's
people.
their
who think
agenda?
like they're just racist, really.
but but see the thing is we're no longer the minorities in this country.
yeah,
So like the tables have turned. Like
thank God.
Who's no longer the minorities?
Afro American, Spanish people, like we're
Young
not the
people.
Yeah, we're not the
Power.
minority. We have power.
Yeah,
Obama was birthed from the hip hop.
absolutely.
Like-
I think it played a big role.
What do you
in
think
putting
about?
him in
What do you think
office.
about all those people in office that try to get that hip hop vote, that try to be down and be like, always having like, a
Always
rapper
funny when you're
or
high.
yeah, or like always trying to go to the hood, but incorporating like the music and the hip hop people. Like,
Well,
using that.
but the
they're
thing
not
about that
really.
is hip hop is the voice of the inner city.
Yeah.
So
It's our language. You know
Well,
what I'm
now
saying?
it's really the voice of an entire generation.
And so we really need
exactly.
like somebody in office, a hip hop person in office.
I
This is
think-
why I'm trying to tell you, Jay-Z would in my mind, he would absolutely win presidency.
I would vote for him. Absolutely.
I thought millions of people would vote for him.
Yeah.
Like, even if he doesn't, let's just say he doesn't win.
Or maybe he should just run for senator. I think
Millions
that's more
of people would
prestigious.
still. The fact that millions of people would still
Can you
vote for
imagine
him.
his merch for his
Come
campaign?
on, man. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Shit.
You gotta really think about that.
That shit would be fire.
Like,
Oh
think
my
about
God.
it.
Can you
This-
imagine the inauguration?
Listen, he
ball?
rubs
Please.
elbows with like Warren Buffett, Oprah
Yeah.
Winfrey. These are like people he has in his phone.
And
you
these
can
are
get
some
that-
people
you
that
can get that
people who
campaign
are
money quick.
aspiring.
This-
congressmen.
You understand what I'm
don't
saying?
have
Like,
those
he
people
has
on
these
their
people that would actually back his campaign.
phone. Right.
He would Jay-Z would absolutely win president of the United States.
That's crazy.
Now, I don't think I would be comfortable with Jay-Z as president of the United States. That's a whole different story.
Right.
But I know that he would absolutely win if he ran.
I feel
And
like he'd do
where
the
would
damn
Tata
thing.
be while he's being president?
Tata he'd probably be Secretary of Defense. Or something
Yeah.
like that.
Secretary of State.
Yeah.
just
Yeah, like
traveling,
we're gonna
going-
hand box
Sipping Mai
cutters out. Like
Tais.
everybody's Secret Service has box cutters. You know, it would just be crazy.
I don't
like,
think Jay-Z will be president because his friends will just fuck it up for him, or people will be like, "Nah," because I just don't want his friends to be there, like those kinds of people.
Oh, but we've seen Jay shake friends though. To move on to higher places. No, but it's not. I mean, I get it. I understand. Looking at the
That's
bigger
cool.
But
picture,
you know
I
what?
understand.
You grow out of people sometimes.
Absolutely.
And it's just like you shouldn't be expected to have the same
Listen,
people around
we
the time.
all have friends and family that we don't invite to certain
Be
places.
like, "Look, you're not good for
yes,
business."
We do.
So Jay-Z
Yes.
has friends and family that he would not have at the White House.
Yes.
Damn.
Like we all do. Like
You
that's
know
his
what would be
life.
some crazy shit? And if Puff was president and those parties at the White House,
Yo,
it
listen.
would never end.
Jay can run for president. Let Puff be vice,
Yeah.
and let's just have a ball.
That would be some.
Let's just have a ball. Why not? Even if it's just for 4 years.
that'd be
They
some
can't
fun
do no
4
worse than
years.
President Bush did, in my opinion.
So
I
who's
agree.
higher,
Or
Jay-Z or,
Reagan.
or Puffy? Who's number one, Jay-Z or Puffy?
Puffy's always consistently number one on the Forbes list because I think the
Yeah, but the
Ciroc
Forbes
money is
list to
very
me
serious.
is the
So
Forbes
Rock
list
is
to me
giving him
is
like that, really?
people
but
actually
Jay
pay
and
for like,
Beyonce, yeah, that's
people
true.
pay for placing on the Forbes.
Jay
list.
and Beyonce are the richest couple in entertainment. So
So is Jay and Beyonce Richard and P Diddy by himself?
Absolutely.
yeah, for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, look, they've conquered almost every industry at this point. They just need a movie production house at this point. You know what I mean? Like,
Listen, they've done
they did
everything,
everything.
except fucking fly, like grow wings and fucking like Beyonce has done everything except have wings grow out
and
of
we
her
don't
back.
know if they have hovercrafts or something.
Right.
Like, the thing that they had in Eastbound and Down, they had those jetpacks.
Yeah, like
I
they
want one of those. Man.
like Jay-Z and Beyonce are aliens. I really believe that. I don't think they're
I
human.
don't like Beyonce really.
I love her.
I remember working, PAing on like some of those videos when they were like young. They're like little, tiny people.
Huh?
So-
But
just
that was years
little,
ago.
tiny
Though. Like
people,
she
yeah.
probably was. She's a grown woman now, though.
I don't know, something about them.
You just don't like Beyonce.
Yeah, I doesn't like the way she sounds either, her voice. I like this album. I'm not gonna lie, I like this album, but everything before that, I really never like felt them. I mean, I just
she has a message of female empowerment that maybe is hard to relate to as a dude. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't think she's female empowering because she always seems like she's always going towards the sex side of everything and not really
I
empowering
disagree. I feel like this
women
is the
or
first
kids.
album
yeah,
she's really
she just
been-
got into that whole sexy.
Yeah, and I feel like she's a grown woman. Like she should be able to do that at this point.
Absolutely. She's 30 years old.
Yeah.
At what point can you talk
Yeah.
about sex?
And I feel
I
like
mean,
she's
I think
been.
there's other people to do that. There's other people that will be able to do that. I
do
think
we
she
want
should,
them though? Because we got Nicki Minaj out here.
I mean, I don't know. I think she should take a more grown up approach like you guys. She's 30, but I don't think
I
she
think
should be.
I think
showing-
the way she did it was hot. The album was hot to me. Like
I like the
super
way
hot.
Mariah Carey does her. I don't think she's a sexy. She doesn't like flaunt her body. She doesn't wear things
she
showing
leads
her
with her
ass.
crazy foot.
yeah,
Sometimes.
that's what it is. with
That's
Mariah.
creative side. What you call crazy is creative.
I think she calls it crazy too. I feel
Yeah,
like.
she has no problem calling
But
it
speaking
crazy.
of Mariah, and
I know
let's
you
speak
had a
about
problem with Nick. Yeah.
I don't have a problem with Nick, but I wanted to talk about. Have you seen like his new album cover and like music for white people or whatever?
You were telling. I haven't seen it, but
I think that's
you were
what they
telling me
said it was
about
called. He's like in whiteface with people are up in arms for, and I'm like,
Those people were up in arms
in
with
arms.
blackface. People doing blackface. So he was just knocking them.
I think he's just trying to be funny, but I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not offended by it, but it's
Is it
just
good
like
music at least?
I haven't heard it, but I know that he also dyed
I
his
don't
hair,
think
and it's like
anything
cheetah
with Nick
print.
Cannon is good music.
I know. I've never partied. I mean,
Drumline
Nick
was
Cannon.
cool.
I'd rather party to maybe a Will Smith stuff than a Nick Cannon stuff.
But you know what? He's like.
Because I
Nick-
think they're both on the same kind
Yeah,
of
like Nick
thing.
Cannon has been walking this weird thin line his entire career with this music thing. Like,
Yeah.
and Wildin' Out, they give him, they mess with him about it. When they do the little freestyle thing at the end, everybody always goes at him, oh, your music sucks or this, that. But my thing is, regardless of that, he stayed relevant.
Yeah, he's always stayed relevant, and he was like president of that whole N network, which is
Yeah, like it's like yo, duh.
And I fucked with that because they had Grassy, and I watch.
I don't know what this
every episode
whole
of Degrassi.
white face thing is about, like, but
Maybe he just wants some attention right now.
yeah, but there's other ways to get attention, man.
That's true.
And Nick Cannon has attention. Like
Yeah.
you have one of the, people. Everybody talks about Wildin' Out, like everybody.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
had a
like,
Wildin'
what-
Out comedian on my show once too. He
Yeah?
was pretty good. Yeah.
it's
Rip
a funny
Michaels.
show.
I think what Nick Cannon did was genius. Like he took all of these Instagram models and gave them a job. Like every girl on his set is like an Instagram model.
Yeah, they all. Yeah, they are. They
I would
really
love to have that job. Like, I wonder what are the requirements? Like, do they have to like?
are. Well, they probably should have some sort of booking email in their
Absolutely.
Instagram.
But I wonder,
bio.
does he? What does he like? When he's
Oh, like if
interviewing
you-
them, like what does he get to do?
How many likes did you get on your last picture? Do you work at Starlet's?
Do you think that he
And
has to see them like in the thong, like or boy
I
shorts
don't
or
think
something?
Mariah would allow that.
So
I mean,
what do you
all he has to do is scroll their Instagram.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you think about the problem? Like I heard he got in trouble sort of when he was on Big Boy's show. He talked about he was the first one to fuck Kim Kardashian before Kanye, before Ray J.
Well, I know he dated. He definitely did date her before all of those guys.
Yeah, well, he
Yeah.
said like Big Boy was like the five top girls he smashed, and he was like Christina Milian.
He got his ass whooped
He
when
talked
he got home.
about one of them
But that was
girls.
before.
One of them,
Why do women get mad at that? If that was before you,
Um.
I can't
For
erase who I met
respect,
and I slept
Yeah, I
with before
guess.
you.
I mean, I guess it's one thing to do that. It's another thing to go on a radio station and be like, "These are the top 5 bitches I smashed."
and you're married, I guess. And
Yeah,
they were saying
like,
you're
I feel
married.
like maybe
right
there's a line where the respect is a little bit like, "Yo, you shouldn't."
But
be
if you
talking
if you were married
about never gonna happen.
and your
Unless he's
your
wearing
husband,
slippers.
yeah, your husband, right, and your husband, like they ask him, yo, name the top 5 women in the industry right now that you slept with.
Wow.
You knew before you married me that I slept with these
And
women.
you know what? As long as it's not anybody I don't know about. Like if you bring somebody if all of a sudden you're bringing up someone, I'm like, yo, you did what?
Okay,
with
so
who?
if you know about them, you're cool. You're cool with him naming them, like.
I feel like I may feel some type of way about him airing it out because it's not really that's not really relevant at this point because
No,
you're
but somebody
binding,
asked a
but-
question. Yeah, like I'm doing an interview.
But then I heard he bought her like a $400,000 bracelet because it was her birthday soon after, to kind of maybe say I was a little sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
He bought that for Mariah.
Yeah, like
There
had
you go, she
two
wasn't
butterflies
happy.
and shit on
Look,
it.
I don't feel like I would be upset about it unless I didn't know about one of them. But
I didn't know that
I
he
feel
banged.
like okay, so if you were married,
I didn't
to
know he did. What's her name though? Did you guys know he did?
Cool.
Kim,
Kardashian.
Absolutely.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I mean, she has a long list of.
Definitely. That's not a That's not a.
And what do you think about Kanye marrying somebody like that, an industry fucking slut, just because she has money?
Well, he has money too.
So what? Like she's
think
fucking
that-
been around. Like every time you go to a party, 10 niggas that fucked your girl. Like,
But you know what? That's
how
every
dirty
chick
is
these
that?
days. I feel.
And I was
right?
about
How
to
is that
say,
cool?
I-
I think that's so fucking dirty and uncool.
My thing is if you're attracted to Kim Kardashian's beautiful.
yeah,
great
there's a
body.
billion beautiful
So
women hotter
right.
than her.
But my thing is, they're all gonna have guys that they've been with.
Not at the
So you're
fucking
saying-
party.
okay,
Like
so you're
she's like
saying
an
the fact that-
industry hoe.
okay, so you're saying
in
the
the
fact that
industry.
she's
You go to
industry.
any party. Yeah, like 10 niggas that she banged. Like, why
Right.
would you fuck with somebody like that's so? It's like me being a
But he-
lawyer, going to lawyer stuff.
But
and
you know what?
banging mad
Maybe if
lawyers,
he
and we-
was
you know, it's
genuinely in love with her, it doesn't matter at a certain point.
But come on, man. Do you think 20 years from now they're going to be together? Do
I
you
don't-
not
you know
see
what?
5
To be
years?
100%
Do you not see 3 years from now this is a
But
wrap?
I don't think.
I
but
think
see,
that's anybody married. To be honest with you, the divorce rate is crazy.
fucking-
I don't think
industry?
that. Yeah, I was just about to say.
Not even
this
the
generation is not
industry, it's
built
America.
They're
to
not
be
built
married
to
very
last.
long.
No, it's
We're not designed that way. Like people, I hate when people post pictures of old couples from like the 40s and like and they're like, "Oh my God, so beautiful."
They
This,
didn't
that,
have
that.
Instagram and Twitter. 'Cause
Yeah,
they
like,
wouldn't have lasted
do you
that
understand
long.
that they grew up in the era? They were married at 19.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
there was,
we don't.
it wasn't like there wasn't an industry around divorce. It was like super taboo. to
Yeah, it was like, yo,
divorce.
if we struggle, we struggling together. We
Right,
have
and
kids.
these
Like
women
they was
stuck
sticking.
around
People,
getting
People
their
don't
ass
fight
beat.
for. They don't fight for relationships nowadays. They just
people
feel,
are
"I'm out."
people. I think people. A lot of people are in relationships today in this era only because of
They won't be
the
alone.
look of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Yeah.
just together because it looks good.
The idea of being in a
Yeah.
relationship and shit, and
It's like, yo, you can see. I know y'all two don't like it. Y'all not attracted to each
yeah.
other. But because the general population thinks that y'all look good together, y'all rolling with it.
And it's good to have a boo,
Well, I think-
bae.
Yeah,
all that
bae and
bullshit.
this shit. Like,
I think people just don't want to be alone. It's not even. I think people stick around with people.
so
just
you would
because they
rather
want-
not be alone than to be with somebody you really don't want to be with?
No, I'd rather be alone. That's why I
Okay.
choose to be single most of the time. Because I
Yeah,
just
I'd
feel
rather
like
be
I
single.
don't like
I'm not gonna be with somebody just to say I'm with somebody.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
No,
that.
like I would like it to be like a fun thing. Like
Yeah.
if it's
Yeah, like
not,
don't get it twisted. Some people are together and they love each other and adore
Yeah.
each other. I'm not saying that doesn't exist at all.
Yeah.
It's very
But like,
rare.
But they
to
don't
me,
talk about it, and they're
To
afraid
me,
to.
that doesn't like these celebrity. Like, now it's almost cliche for like celebrities to get together.
yeah.
It's like you expect, like, oh my God. Like, I remember I was talking to a girl and she was so happy that it was a picture of Khloe Kardashian sitting on French's lap. Like, oh my God, that's so cute.
Are they
What's
dating?
cute about it? Like, you didn't know they were dating?
Yo,
I
I
thought
heard.
it was just
I didn't know
like-
that was dating. I thought it was a little thing, but then I saw today. I heard.
She's not about that.
I
life.
No,
heard
they're
he-
definitely dating.
I
What?
heard.
Absolutely.
I
She's
heard.
not ready for all that.
French was dating. What's her name? With the fat booty, Trina, and her Trina's mad.
No, he was. He's not dating her anymore.
Well, Trina
How is
mad.
French pulling these chicks? is my
Yeah, I
question.
don't get it.
French, listen,
French
man,
is-
the New York thing. I keep trying to tell you.
Oh, the low.
The
This
New
dude
York,
is killing.
the
he's
New
cleaning
York,
up.
it's the New York thing, man. I'm trying to
Really?
tell you. That's what it is. It's
Wow.
the New York thing, man.
Yeah, I guess.
The
maybe
women
that's
love
what
it. They
is.
just can't, you know what I mean? And French is he's got some success right now, and
I
he's
fucks
doing
with
well.
French. I like the mac and cheese. I love.
Yeah,
everything
he's
with
doing.
Max
French is
D.
doing very well for
Free
himself. So I
Mac-
mean,
What's mac and cheese? Is that a
It's
real mac and
mixtape-
cheese?
No, it's mixtape.
Oh, it's called mac and
It's
cheese.
dope.
like nothing is more attractive to a woman than success and power.
Unbelievable. I fucking hate that.
See,
I'm
I
telling
don't.
you.
I don't really care about it. I'm really just more shallow than I am about. I don't care about success. I
See,
date
I like
bums
girls like
all
her.
the time.
I like girls like
Well,
you.
you're like the last of a dying breed.
It's
Like,
not
so-
good though. Like it's not a good practice.
No, you'll have a good life.
To date bums?
But we can't agree that success
Well, it
and
don't have to be a
power.
I
bum.
just-
Why
I
does it have to
attract
be so
women.
extreme?
I think it does, but
could be in the
I
middle.
also think that they're not well adjusted people who are very young. Like if you're in your 20s and you're very wealthy or you have a lot of money, they're not well adjusted. They haven't like
Yeah, you have a lot of.
they're
growing
not
up to
in a
do.
position to be in a long-term
Like,
serious
absolutely.
relationship.
They still
so
wanna
I
have
just
fun.
feel
They're
like,
still-
what do you expect? Like all these girls dating ball players right now.
They're
It's
hating
just for the-
themselves. They're hating their
It's
life.
It's just for
like,
the moment.
Yo, what do you
Yeah,
think? What do you,
have
the
fun,
moment.
but don't think you're
What do-
gonna wife this dude up.
what
Like
do you
he-
think about that girl that's dating Dwayne Wade? And I heard something just came out about some other shit. Like she's looking
more?
real.
But the thing
Yeah.
is, this is what I don't understand.
Huh?
Gabrielle Union.
She's
is
looking
this
like
old?
that. No, this is new. Like today, like some
He's
shit.
another girl on his.
Yeah.
This is the thing.
Or
Gabrielle
yeah.
Union split their household up. So then
How you
She's
get him?
also
How you
really?
how you get him is how you
Who she
lose him.
split? Dwayne Wade.
he was
Really?
with somebody.
Yeah, he was with
before,
his kid's mother.
Yeah.
Really?
And then they started dating.
But we don't know what happened. I'm not gonna just say Gabrielle caused that.
She's
They
really
probably were
got-
having
I
problems
thought
behind
it
the
was kind of
scenes,
like,
and
I thought it was kind of like public.
What's the name of her
knowledge that
show?
that happened.
What's the name of her show on
She has a
BET?
show?
She has a show
oh,
on BET.
being Mary Jane.
Being Mary Jane. They were saying
Yeah.
like she's living the life of in real life of being Mary Jane.
Well, I just wanted to do a quick tangent because I got Cuddy's not here, but she's here in spirit, and she sent me one of her.
You make it sound like Cuddy passed away, man. Like God, Jesus.
She's sick.
She's not
sick.
here, but she's here in spirit.
She's here in spirit because she sent me one of the letters from her.
She's just
her
not
fans.
here. She's sick. All right, moving on. Go ahead.
She is here in spirit because I have one of her letters from.
She's
her
here in
fans.
spirit. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so this is.
So you're gonna read the letter.
I'm reading the letter.
How
So
long is this letter?
Not
yeah.
very long.
What is this letter about? Can you give us like? Or you just gonna read it?
Set it up.
I'm gonna just break it down by what's important.
Okay,
So,
cool. All right.
Person needs help with this situation. They're going to Vegas in a few months for her cousin's birthday. The trip was paid for by her cousin's boyfriend, and she invited all of the friends and family. One friend in particular of her cousin is the girlfriend of a guy she occasionally has sex with. And because it was a messy situation, this girl knows who she is. and she doesn't want to compromise going on the trip because she wants to have fun, but doesn't really know how to approach the situation because she is deciding to go, knowing that she's going on a trip with a girl who doesn't like her because she was in a love triangle. Should she go on this trip? She wants to go. She doesn't. She said she doesn't want to.
It's gonna be a horrible trip. It's gonna be the other girl's gonna make it hell for her.
I don't think it's gonna be a horrible trip, but I think it's just more interesting the fact that she's even in that situation.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I would go.
Yeah.
Why not?
I feel like break off. You don't have to stick with the whole crew if it's gonna be crazy.
But then it's like, is she still currently sleeping with him?
It's
probably.
It doesn't say specifically, but it sounds like it's enough. It seems like it's a new enough wound to affect the trip. And it's a long weekend, so we're not talking about a week. We're talking about maybe 3 or 4 days. So I feel like I would probably go.
I say go and be women about it and talk on the trip.
Women are not women about it.
That's true.
They're
not. They like to fight and they love
Well,
drama.
then that's a whole nother topic. But
And then
I think go.
Then there's gonna be alcohol involved.
Yeah, but then I say just go, and once you feel a vibe, you be like, yo, you know what? We need to talk.
Yeah. It was
Are you
mishandled.
saying these two women are gonna say this?
If they're women enough to say it.
There are some
What
people
planet is he from?
No, but there are women that would do it though.
I just feel
I've
like
seen
it's
it. I've seen women
easier.
approach other women that they knew that they had a little issue with, and they went along with. Because I
All
always
these
find that
women
you
are
have to get away.
basketball-wise women.
You have to get away from the crowd. You cannot talk
Yeah.
in front of other people because
No.
it always feels like somebody's trying to put on the show.
But the fact that she's even going and she's letting this be an issue means that she's too immature to even
Housewives
be in
of
this
Hollywood.
situation
This is
today.
all that shit.
The fact that she
Yeah.
sent Cuddy a letter lets me know lets me know that she probably shouldn't be going on this trip because she's not woman enough.
I already
to talk
know
about
you
it.
shouldn't
Right.
be going. The fact that you're asking, you know you shouldn't.
Like
be going.
you sent
Yeah.
Cuddy
If
a
you-
letter
you know?
asking Cuddy.
This is
Yo,
my last
so
resort.
check it out. I was the side chick. You know what I'm saying? And now the main chick and I are potentially gonna be in Vegas together. Like, but I don't want to not go because I know it's gonna be fun.
Right.
Like, you haven't addressed
would
this
you
issue
go to
this
that?
issue yet.
Yeah,
Like,
I
come
think you
on.
need a lot of.
Why would you go to that?
It's just like.
I say go to
She's trying to
Vegas.
start trouble.
If you get your ass kicked, whatever happens in Vegas,
You gotta
stays in
take
Vegas.
that.
But
because
yeah, take the ass
you're-
whooping.
Exactly.
Whatever, like it happens, you know what I mean? But we're in Vegas. Let's drink to it. I say go to Vegas, fight if you have to. Where else to
Get it
fight
out.
than in Vegas? That's where all the
it.
big fights happen.
Yep.
Fight in Vegas and have fun the rest of the trip. Like, okay, we got that off our chest. Now let's
Yeah.
go get a drink.
But you know what? You're talking like a dude. That's not
not
how it
gonna
works
happen.
with girls because they'll let it
Women
go
are too
on.
catty.
For
What color are these
fucking
girls?
Women are too
months.
catty.
I don't know.
African American.
I
They're
don't know.
black
But you know
American.
what? But I think
Let's fighting, man.
I feel like
They're not
females.
fucking talking.
Females, a lot of females. I'm not speaking about all females. I feel like a lot of females love drama in their life because it
Exactly.
means that the people engaging in the drama care about them. Because it's like a weird way of showing that they give a fuck.
Yes.
That is stupid. Why would you waste your time doing that? I don't
Right.
understand. Like, and
Just
they
give 'em what
do
they
it with
want.
dudes all the time too. Like, they just argue because they want to see that the dude will engage.
Yes.
Because the second he doesn't, he's cheating.
Right.
He's got
Or he
someone
doesn't
else.
love me.
He
Right.
doesn't love me anymore. No,
Right.
bitch, he's tired of your shit. Just
Right.
stop.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I don't get that.
I don't
Girls love
either.
drama.
I don't.
Women love
They,
drama.
they do,
man.
but you
Like,
know what? I
the-
know a lot of guys that love drama too.
Oh, we call those bitches though.
Gay.
You're right. You're right. They are totally bitches.
Yeah,
You're right.
those are bitches,
And the
like-
best thing is to do for any of those situations, man or woman, or just be like, okay, you're right.
Let me ask you
Watch
something.
them flip out.
What is the as far as you're concerned? Or let me ask B. What is the time period between when you're dating a girl, right? And like, how long do you have to be broken up with her before you don't feel a type of way about a guy that you're cool with smashing him?
Ooh.
Like, what's the time period?
Forever in a decade. Like, is that what it is?
Wow.
I don't give a fuck what they do. For not mine. Like,
I mean,
Okay, put it like.
damn,
Let me add
that's
this.
a long, like a year or some
wow,
shit.
you really
Okay,
on your
let me-
Saturday shit
let
right
me-
now.
let me put this into the equation.
How long did you had that? But you know, you had this. This
What
is a
if-
personal story,
What if your homeboy, when he was dating her, right?
right?
Like, she doesn't know this, but like one night he tried to set up the tray ball, like for you to
Yeah.
hit, like for both of you, like for us to
Oh,
hit it.
okay.
Like, yo, we're gonna go to her house.
Right.
We're gonna try to get it pop. Like, what
And
if he
this is my
tried
girlfriend.
to? Right. What if he tried to do that? But she doesn't know that. And then they break up, like, and say like 3 years later, you bump into her, and you're like, yo, what's up? How you been? Da, da, da. And then y'all start having relations with each other.
I don't know. That's a tricky question, man. It depends on how long I've been with this girl. I mean, if I just met her like a couple of
If
months.
you were with her for like 3 years.
Oh, I I would say about a year. If I break up with her about a year, she could smash whoever she wants. Because by then,
Yeah.
I would have had other relationships, and I'm totally just
So
done
okay,
with it.
so would you ever get mad at your homeboy that you tried to have smash while y'all was together? Would you ever get mad if you found out that he smashed her and you didn't know?
I would feel some kind of way, but I'd get over it after a while. I mean,
So
yeah.
you think he should tell you that he hit it?
Yeah. I mean, come on. I'm telling you, I'm trying to hook you up so we could 3-ball it.
Right.
At least tell me
So
you
he should
hit
definitely
it.
tell you, like, yo,
Of course.
dog, I double back.
I feel
and
like in any situation, the earlier you could be honest,
Yes, the better.
less the
And
problem will
yeah.
be down the line. Because
The
you never
later-
know. He could be fucking flipping out over this shit.
The later,
he could
you
be
know, yeah.
so destroyed the fact that you did that shit. You wait 6 months, you're getting faded.
Yeah.
100%. You tell him the next day, look.
Or a week
I'm
later,
sorry,
like, look, last
I
week.
smashed my dude. Like,
Yeah. A week
it
later.
wasn't even that good.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
did it.
mean?
I'm sorry, you know,
It's
or
easier.
I loved it, whatever. But
I wouldn't say I loved it.
But what are you apologizing for?
for not telling probably quick enough.
Nothing other
Not for
than
the act, but for not
Right.
telling him.
Right.
The fa-
Because the act was good. You did it. You wanted to do it and you did it.
I don't
So-
know. I feel like I think you're only apologizing if he's one of those dudes who is gonna feel some type of way
Yeah.
about it. Because I feel like
But
if it's
how-
Because
not,
some dudes are bitches and they will like,
Right,
always
but
be
my
like
thing
that.
is, how could you feel some type of way if at one point you wanted me to smash?
Yeah.
yeah,
That's so
That's-
weird. Like
that's-
That's my
true.
thing. Like, you can't feel a type of way if at one point you wanted me to, like, be in the, like, at one point we were all in the same bed. Like,
you know
we
what?
just-
so weird,
I know
though.
chicks who will do that to other chicks because they know that they are gonna basically crash and burn, and that when they walk in and try to get at this dude, they're gonna look like they got their shit together.
I was
They
in
can
that
just slide
situation
right
last
in.
night, actually.
Really?
That's so fucking weird. Yeah. And so this dude, he used to smash this girl, and then so they're not smashing anymore. And I'm not smashing her, but I'm messing around with her.
Right.
And he's seeing all this stuff, but he's acting like it's all good to me in front of my face, but he's telling other people some other stuff. And yeah, and we had like a big fight, and I'm like, yo, so you should let me know
Right.
what's good. Like, if you have feelings, then
That's
let
the
me
problem.
know.
That's the problem. Guys
So-
got to start being straightforward and real
Dudes-
about their feelings.
dudes need to
Like, if you like
express
this girl,
themselves.
tell me.
Really?
Like, tell me that you like
Don't
this
be
girl. Like,
af-
don't be, nah, I'm just hitting.
Yeah,
Don't do
don't
that.
lie.
Because
Right.
now, if I see her,
But the thing is, another thing, I'm just speaking on behalf of like what I've observed. I know that a lot of people, when they're honest about their feelings, it makes the other person there, like if you're into somebody and you don't want somebody to get at a girl because that's like you've kind of staked your claim and you have feelings for her, they're gonna try and go towards it just because you want it.
Unbelievable. That's horrible.
crazy.
It happens though, right?
I mean, I believe it does. But my
Yeah.
thing is, I would rather a guy just be straightforward and say, listen, I like this girl.
Right.
Don't come to me like, nah, man, bros over hoes and this. Don't do
Yeah.
all of that and then be like behind the scenes loving her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I see her, I'm thinking, okay, it's bros over. He don't really like this girl like this.
Right.
I think people
But
just
then
need
there's
to be
also
more honest.
the people who try to do their own investigative journalism, where they'd be like, "Yo, you said that was your girl.
Right.
I hollered at her and she was with it." Like just to be like on some spiteful
Oh, yeah,
shit.
that's
At the end of the
People are
day,
evil.
there's
Everybody
some
just needs
shit
to
you're evil.
communicate.
You just need to really have better friends at
Yeah.
the end of the
yeah.
day.
Pick your
You know
At
what I
the end
mean?
of the day, yeah.
'Cause
That's
the
not your
I feel
friend
like
at that point.
The worst that can happen if with a good friend scenario is that they're gonna try to like air you out in public, like in front of
Right.
her, and be like, "Yo, my boy has some, he really got his. He's been watching The Notebook. He's really been like eating some fucking Ben and Jerry's. He thinks about you all the time, girl. Like that's embarrassing. But there's also the ones that'll just be like, they want what you want. They want to prove that you can't have what you want. You gotta pick your friends wisely.
Yeah.
I personally don't tell anything to any of my friends about what I'm doing or who I'm interested in, because I don't even want them to know anyone's on my radar.
Put them on the radar, yeah. Oh,
Because then it's
he
like,
is
not that I
cute.
don't trust them. It's just that I don't want them to know. I trust them, but it's like, what's the point of letting them know when it's like my business?
So
Like,
you don't take photos of you and Bay holding hands.
Fuck no. No way. I wish he would bring out a phone like, oh, let me take a picture. No,
Yeah,
put it
no,
be
I'm not with
I feel like you got to keep things under wraps. With any relationship, you don't have to be famous, but like if you want to
So bottom line, just keep things to
keep
yourself.
things
Keep
low.
things under wraps. keep
And
it
then
low.
explain to the chick, if you're into a chick and I would just be like, look, I want this to be between you and I. It's not on anything like I don't want anybody to know because I'm embarrassed or anything. It's just
Right.
like it's nobody's business but our own.
Right.
I want to enjoy this with nobody else's input in there. The peanut gallery will fuck your head up.
I wanted to do that, and the girl wanted to put it all out there, and then it put it all out there, and then it didn't work out.
That's the thing. When somebody wants to put it all out there, you got to be careful because
I
they
should've known
want
better.
a title and they want it to seem official. That's
Just
not what's
weird.
important at the end of the day.
Right.
Like it shouldn't matter if it's
You know, if it's
you're
between
out
me
there.
and you, it's between me and you. I don't need other people knowing.
I
All
dig
right,
it. So bottom line, choose your friends wisely.
Choose
and
your
keep
friends
relationship
wisely.
to yourself.
Keep
Yes.
relations with yourself, and be honest, and talk
Right.
about, like be honest about how you feel about something.
100%. But
get
don't be a fucking pussy about
Yeah,
it.
quit being a pussy.
That was our show today.
Yes.
be a
Already?
pussy.
We're done?
Yeah, we're
Oh.
done, man.
Okay,
Time flies
cool.
when you're having fun. Shout out to Ice.
Shouts to officially Ice, man. He couldn't be here. He's Call of Duty sleep. He's in this Call of Duty slumber. Shouts to Passport Cuddy. Hope you feel better.
Word. Feel better.
I want to get those IGs and Twitters out.
This
real
is
quick.
AKA
Yeah.
Bionic Mark. Check me out on Twitter. Check out the cosign, Shrink Wrap Media,
The Shrink Rack Media. You can check it on SoundCloud and iTunes.
YRBmagazine.com.
Shout out to YRB Magazine.
Shout out to my boy John Nubian.
This is Self's a Problem on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever you want. Self's a Problem. It's the same everywhere.
And this is Mal, MAL 3_ on Twitter, MAL 6_ on
You still
Instagram.
haven't fixed that. It's been 2 weeks.
I'm
bro.
not fixing it. That's my thing.
But you know,
Wait,
if they
was it
follow you, they
one?
fuck with you.
That's my thing.
Was that an underscore or a dash? How many? 2 or 3?
3
Like, damn.
on the
like,
Instagram.
3_